Not only is this Bitcoin move going to be absolutely massive, but it's going to catch everybody off guard. For the past 2 weeks, this Bitcoin price has been even less exciting than a Mitch McConnell speech. And as the Bitcoin price is about to close its second weekly candle below this major trendline of support, we cannot lose sight of the context of this market. When things get boring, it means Bitcoin is gearing up for a massive move. And so today we're going to be discussing where my exact targets are. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. The daily time frame. The Bitcoin price is rejecting and breaking down from a very important trend line that goes all the way back to December 2022. And as we were bonking against this very important area of resistance, we were given a very nice short setup. This is the setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from 31,750. You can see that we have rejected from that exact level, and we have now come down, losing the trend line where we are currently consolidating. Now, there's a few very important things that we need to keep in mind as we're watching this Bitcoin price break down, because things are not the same right now as they were back at this dump, as they were back at this dump. Because on the weekly time frame, as the price came up to this very important multi-year support resistance flip going all the way back to December 2020, if we take a look at the weekly market Cipher B, as the price is struggling to make higher highs, market Cipher B is printing lower highs. This is also known as the bearish, dreaded, bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher into key resistance, Gary Gensler doesn't know. Is it a security? Is it not a security? Smile looking more and more Photoshop. This is called a bearish divergence. Now, we have not seen a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame since November 2021. And this is not something that we should be taking lightly, especially since ever since we confirmed this bearish divergence, we have now officially switched into bearish market structure on the weekly time frame, where we have taken out the previous higher low in this very large uptrend going all the way back to November 2022. Now, price action and trading is all about probabilities. And when it comes to probability of which direction the price is going to go, market structure is king. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. And when you see a trend reversal on a very high time frame, it means it's much more probable we will continue in the direction of a trend. For example, we were in a downtrend right here with a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and then right over here in February, we put in our first higher high on the weekly time frame, and this is when I began to get very, very bullish on Bitcoin, holding some of my swing long positions, as you guys saw on this YouTube channel, all the way up to the $30,000 level. Well, now if we take a look, we've actually started to form a downward trend here where we have our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high. Now we have put in our first lower low. So what does this mean? The fact that we have confirmed a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame, and we've actually made a lower low on the weekly chart, means it's more probable that the price will continue to the downside. However, there is something very peculiar about this downtrend that we need to be paying attention to. Specifically, or should I say Atlantically, when we look across all exchanges, we can see that we did not actually make a lower low on some of the bigger spot exchanges. For example, when we take a look at Coinbase right here, we can see that we came down to 24,750. Now compare that to ByBit, where we actually came down below $24,000 all the way to $23,424. Now, when you see such a big discrepancy like this across multiple exchanges, what it does is it casts a shadow of doubt on the trend reversal, because technically on Coinbase, we have still made a higher low in an uptrend. And when we take a look at what we see printing on the chart, we can also see that the price has stopped just above a very important area of support resistance, which is basically the Fibonacci golden pocket ratio from the last major swing low right here when Silvergate Bank went under to our current high in this uptrend. Now, when we take a look at this box, we see a few very important things. This was our resistance in August 2022. It was our resistance again in February 2023, and then we got the big breakout. Now we're coming back down to this area where not only was it resistance twice, we could be looking now to flip resistance into support, but we also have the Fibonacci golden ratio from the last swing low to the current swing high. And when we take a look at market Cipher B on, let's say, the daily time frame, we can also see that there's a real potential here that the price is printing a hidden bullish divergence. A hidden bullish divergence is a continuation pattern in an uptrend. When we take a look at the last major swing low that we got right here compared to the low we're currently putting in right now, the momentum waves are getting lower over time. This is a continuation pattern in an uptrend. Look at what happened right here when we put in a first low right here, and then we get a big move all the way up to here. You can see that the momentum waves made a lower low over time. This is a continuation pattern. In addition, market Cipher B is printing a big green dot on the daily time frame. So, does this mean that we are going to get a huge bounce from here? Well, as I always say, it depends. We cannot know for certain what the price is going to do. But what we can do is we can give ourselves a set of criteria to look for and say, if I see X, Y, and Z on the chart at this level, then I can have confidence that the probabilities are in my favor that we will get a bounce. This is how I trade. I make a plan in advance, like the setup I gave right here in the Discord from 31,750. If certain things happen on the chart, those things happen, so we were able to take a trade from the exact high. By the way, if you want to join the Casper crew, you can go to JaysonCasperTrading.com, click the link to join. You will learn a lot. It's not a signals group, guys, but you will learn a lot. Multiple live streams every single day. Whole bunch of great stuff in there. Also, if you want to learn how to trade, check out the courses we have right here. 25% discount on both courses. Links in the pinned comment and description. Also, if you want to take advantage of this volatility, longing and shorting Bitcoin and altcoins, I highly recommend you check out my favorite exchange, MEXC. Link in the pinned comment and description. 0% limit order fees, 0.01% market order fees. The best deal on fees that you will find on the internet. But guys, only sign up to an exchange if you know what you're doing, because if you don't, well, your whole entire life is definitely going to fall apart, trust me. So let's keep our eyes on these spot exchanges like Coinbase, because if we get another move to the downside into this key zone of support, it looks like market Cipher B is setting itself up to print the coveted Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man breast pattern. What is the Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man breast pattern? It's a market Cipher B pattern. For some reason, SBF's chest looks exactly like momentum waves on market Cipher B. He's got the green nipples, he's got the purple money flow, and notice the left man boob is much larger than the right man boob. If the price is getting lower and Sam Bankman's boobs are getting higher, this is called a bullish divergence. And if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see we're actually starting to gear up for a bullish divergence to print. We're seeing the Sam Bankman-Fried mammary flow getting higher, and we're printing a series of higher momentum waves right here. So this is the next major area that I would be looking to enter a long trade. Now here's the thing. Even if we get a bounce from this area, now we've officially made a lower low on all exchanges. What does this mean? This means that although we're getting bullish divergences at key support and we can look for a bounce, because the trend has flipped bearish, it means we should be looking now for that bounce to result in a lower high, which will then give us another lower low in a downtrend. So if you're a swing trader and you're looking at the trend and you're looking at market Cipher and you're saying, I know price never goes straight down or straight up, where are my next two major trades going to be? Right now, mine of interest are going to be a potential long from this area, long it up to a lower high in a macro downtrend, and then take another short where we can look for Bitcoin to come down to even lower areas of support, where we wait for the weekly time frame to start to print a bottom, and that's when I believe we will be out of this retracement and we can look for another major move to the upside. Now, just to recap, what are we doing here? We're looking objectively at the chart, saying that the price has come to an area of key resistance with the bearish Gary Gensler bald-headed pattern on market Cipher B on the weekly time frame. So this is telling us things are definitely more bearish than bullish on these higher time frames. We're also looking at the market structure, understanding that if we put in another lower low right here on Coinbase and other spot exchanges, we have now flipped what used to be an uptrend going all the way back to November 2022 to a downtrend, which means although yes, we can look for a local bounce here, because we're now in a downtrend, we wouldn't be looking for a new all-time high, we'd be looking for a lower high in a continued downtrend. We're extrapolating into the future what is most probable to happen based on the indicators and based on the market structure itself. And once we start to see the weekly time frame bottoming out, like what we saw around here, or like what we saw around here, that's when we can expect the next big move to the upside. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you agree with my analysis or you're seeing things completely differently. Make sure to do your cardio, and may God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I will see all of you in the next video. Peace!